So we saw it.
Yep.
You read the title. You know why you're here.
Yep.
So before we get into this, should we talk about how I talked you into going to see this with me? Even though you gave me a hard no last week. Like a hard no. Like not a fucking chance in hell am I gonna go see this movie. 1 week later, god fucking damn it.
Alright, so there's actually 3 contributing factors to this. One, I demanded dinner.
Which is fair.
And an Uber because I don't have a car right now. So he actually paid for my Uber to come to the movie, which I was surprised. I didn't think he was going to do it.
Yeah, that was a bluff you tried, and I immediately called you on. That was the one where it's like, yeah, the problem is I'd have to take an Uber to get to the theater on time. Like, I'll pay for your Uber. Like, oh, shit. Didn't think that would work. So bluff called.
Number one. Number 2, literally everybody else said no.
Yeah.
And
Muha told me, fuck you.
Grant
sent me a very angry response.
And and so...
Grant hates My Little Pony, apparently.
And, no, there's a severe prejudice with being male and having to see My Little Pony, so we'll talk about that in a bit. The third contributing factor is Laura, his girlfriend, sent him a text saying that it was sad that I wasn't gonna go watch.
No, it said Howard made me sad because
Howard made me sad. I'm not even dating her, and I made someone sad, dude. So my empathy, just like that was it. And then basically it was over when you called my bluff on the Uber.
I was really desperate.
Extremely desperate.
So yeah, she and I were talking about it, like last night, a couple days ago, and she had someone we guys see this week, and I was like, ugh. I got Blade Runner 2, but I also got My Little Pony. So as different from Blade Runner as you could possibly get. And she is Howard gonna see that with you? It's like, nah, he told me to fuck off. And then she Howard made me sad. Now here's the part I didn't tell you.
What's that?
Is after he said Howard made me sad face, she immediately went, just kidding. And then I said, no, don't say just kidding, I can use this.
So I've been fully manipulated. Alright, so
because I'll let you go into it. I don't want to speak for you on this one.
Yeah, so long ago, I was a former brony. And there's a lot of prejudice with the My Little Pony genre, and for good reason. Their cartoons have been god awful, but in my defense, so long ago, I was a huge fan of Foster's Home for Imaginary Children, which is a fantastic show, and I love that show to death. So when I heard that the creator, Lauren Faust, was doing My Little Pony with my roommates at the time, I was like, fucking for real? Was my actual response. And then they made me watch the first, 4 episodes or something. I don't remember. But at the time, I was like, oh, this isn't, terrible.
A rainy endorsement.
This isn't terrible for My Little Pony, and there's a lot of things that make me think about Foster's Home. So I stuck it out, and I ended up watching, 3 seasons. But then my roommates got weird with the fandom, tentacle pony porn and so on, and that was just
that kind of fan.
That was sort of when I had to bow out. You know?
I think that was the thing for Grant too. Is I can't stand the fandom. I can't do it.
And then just that was when I bowed out.
Now, to be clear, that is a subject of the fandom. I do not take that as representation of all people that like it.
Yeah, but I just wanted to admire a cartoon from an animator that I highly admired.
And then you guys made it weird.
And then they made it weird for me.
Yeah, which is understandable.
So that's my history with it. I actually can answer pretty much 3 seasons worth of My Little Pony for you.
Okay.
I won't do it now.
Fair enough.
So when
I wouldn't ask you.
He had already asked why I knew so much, because there was one time he was watching Equestria Girls
too,
and I was just watching it with him, you know, to
out of pity,
actually, and I was just like, oh, he was like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, that's true, actually.
That's right, I remember that.
So that's that. I am a former brony. I have recovered from that, and I'm not gonna fall off the wagon.
To be fair on this one, like, it's not my. Like, I'm just gonna be clear. It's not my thing. That I can see the appeal. I can get why people like it. It's not for me. If you like it, all the fucking power to you. This is one of those things. It's just not for me.
Anywho, moving on to the actual movie.
No, like that kind of leads into the action movie, though. I
feel like that's where we get into this. Basically, Michael manipulated me. Called my bluff, and knew that I was a former brony. So that's why I'm here. After I gave him a hearty "fuck you," so that's why I'm here. It's just one of those things. Like, and now I know, for anyone who jumps down my throat, I know a lot of fans don't jump the weird DeviantArt fan page form. I'm just saying, I actually lived.
I know.
With that, it got really weird.
I hear you. I respect that. I'm just speaking because I just want anyone, other fans that will probably watch this video jump down my throat about it. It's the fact that I know they're perfectly sane people that enjoy fanny stuff without getting weird hentai shit.
It's not hentai. That's a completely different genre. We'll talk about that at all.
Yeah, anything involving tentacles, I kind of put into that category.
That's wrong.
I know it is, but it's what I'm classifying it.
That's okay.
Because it's a simple.
Moving on.
Whenever you say hentai, what's the first thing that pops in your head?
Blonde, double pigtailed schoolgirl getting molested on the train.
By tentacles, probably.
No tentacles.
Really? Okay, well...
No, that's when it gets weird. Tentacles is its own category.
Fair enough. I'm gonna take your word for it.
It's what I watch, man! No, we're kidding.
Don't worry. Sure, you're kidding. Sure.
I like vanilla hentai when it's just guy meets girl and they fuck.
I don't need to know your preferences.
No, it's just guy meets girl, they fuck.
That's just boring for hentai.
That's why I like it. It's not weird.
Okay, weirdo. You like normal things. God.
Anyway.
Okay, so...
We can edit this out, right?
We're keeping it. No, I'm not going to edit this.
Moving on.
It's too golden, man. Too golden.
All right.
But no, so through the actual movie... Look, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's perfectly fucking harmless. Is it for me? God, no. Am I ever going to watch this again? No. Am I going to watch a show? No. But it's like, I don't know how actual, like, hardcore My Little Pony fans are taking this. So I don't know how this compares to the rest of the show.
I mean, they keep the continuity from what I remember.
From what I can tell, from what I remember from Equestria Girl.
I don't remember the pink princess, but that's fine.
I think this is clearly made for the people who watch the show and for little kids.
I mean, yeah, if you still watch the show, I have no idea if it's still going on. I'm sure it is.
It's still going. Yeah,
it's a huge cash cow for Hasbro.
Yeah, it's still hugely
Shame
popular.
on you. But I mean, it's perfectly fine. It's basically like 6 episodes worth.
Yeah, I got that impression too. It's like 6 disjointed episodes that are loosely connected by a main plot.
And then eventually all the contents of episodes 2 through 5 team up to go, fight the guy who actually made sense.
Yeah, Sabretooth.
That's
because we were sitting in the back, and then there was no.
Thank God there was only one family that we could ruin the movie for, and I just decided, you know what?
No, at this point,
fuck it.
This is a case if we made our own fun. We spent a majority of the movie just tearing this movie to shreds.
It goes through like 5 or 6 different movies.
At least. We were like, oh, look, there's Atlantis, there's The Little Mermaid.
Treasure Island.
There's Treasure Island, there's Aladdin.
There's Empire Strikes Back.
There's Star Wars.
It's Empire Strikes Back, then it's the Return of the Jedi at the end there.
It's all 3 original
with a little bit of Lion King with the whole Mufasa bit.
Yeah, it's just like and not to mention,
Brother!
there was a point you lost your shit because they start singing a song. It's the exact same chords they use for Under the Sea.
No, I lost my shit for Hellfire.
No, you lost that one first. I remember because you kept you were laughing hysterically and going Under the Sea, and then you laugh more.
Okay, to be fair, they were actual seahorse ponies.
Yes, they were. Like a lot of this movie felt like to me too. Where, like every time a new character would show up in some flashy outfit, first I was always now available at your local Toys R Us. Although maybe not anymore. For Toys R Us.
Why? What happened?
They went bankrupt.
What?
You didn't hear that?
I am not surprised.
Yeah, they went bankrupt recently.
Okay, I mean,
But anywho,
like who buys toys anymore? You just play everything on the fucking phone.
these toys are still pretty popular. It's more just going to the store minus just buying them online.
Yeah.
Um,
But moving on. Yeah. So, what's the story of the movie, Mike? Did you pay attention?
a little bit. I don't know. I kind of checked in and out.
Okay,
It was quite
so
now I can go over real quick. So
I'll tell you what I remember.
all right.
So
I remember Emily Blunt.
who was probably the only one that like had a character serious enough that she had to try.
I mean, like she was probably the best character in the movie. She actually had presence.
Well, she had presence, and she had a backstory that made me feel sorry for her.
No, like I get it because it's Emily fucking Blunt and she can do good things. with
Oscar
anything.
nominee.
Yeah, Golden Globe winner.
Whatever, one of those.
But she's not nominated for Oscars too, I think.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'd be surprised like 66 nominations, something like that.
Something like that.
I didn't
Anyway.
go through the whole list, but anyway.
But yeah, no. So Princess Twilight Sparkle is setting up a party, which gets crashed by an army of actual, I guess, dragonborn
Yetis? I kind of got Yetis.
I was thinking more like Skyrim soldiers.
Yeah, they're too big to be Skyrim soldiers, though.
They got the mask.
Yeah, but it's more like
All they needed was-
big hairy arms and shit.
No, they're definitely Yetis. But I mean, I just wanted them to be like Fusrota, just like once.
I used to do Fushroda, then I took an arrow to the knee. Dated reference! Trappa.
Anyway, yeah, no. So the happy pastel colored pony kingdom gets invaded by a death army.
Yeah.
Led by
Emily Blunt.
Commander Emily Blunt.
Who I'm just gonna call Emily Blunt. Fuck
Yeah,
off, you
no,
can try to
because-
get me remember her name.
I mean, it was Tempest because
yeah, that makes sense.
they kept screaming her name.
I
checked that hard.
I don't remember anyone's name in any of these fucking movies. Ask
Whatever.
anyone.
So Tempest, who's definitely, or Emily Blunt, who's definitely not Kylo Ren and or Darth Vader, has to do the bidding of definitely not Emperor Palpatine, so that she can.
No, Sabretooth, man.
The guy was literally Emperor Palpatine.
But he was played by Sabretooth, so as far as I'm
Sure,
concerned, he is
Sabretooth Palpatine. We can compromise. Sabretooth Palpatine was all like, hey, yeah, so, I mean, if you take over the Pony Kingdom for me, I'll replace your, horn.
Because I guess she has a broken horn.
Because she's a unicorn. Darth Vader's...
My God, I keep looking at the cast list for this movie, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, so Emily Blunt's unicorn character has a broken horn. And so she's like, yeah, I'll Darth Vader the shit out of this if you can, fix this for me.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there.
And then there's the rest of the movie is just pursuit, and then there's a final fight at the end.
It's more like Pursuit, different episode. Pursuit, different episode. Pursuit. This happens 3 times. Because I'll bring back all the random-ass characters that pop up, come back.
And movies.
Yeah. Zoe Saldana, who is Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, is the pirate captain.
I could totally see that. She was very green.
Wait, the pirate captain?
Yeah, she was green.
Was she green?
She was a green bird lady.
Oh. I thought she had more like white feathers, but anyway.
Oh, wait, no. I can't remember. She wore white. Whatever.
No, she had like white feathers.
I can't remember.
But anyway, it doesn't matter.
She had a green sword leg. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that she did.
That was actually... I mean, don't get me wrong. The movie wasn't I mean, this movie's way better than an Emoji Movie.
Oh god, yeah.
Because I was able to have fun with it.
Like, I mean, like, it was tolerable. Like, when it worst comes to worst, like, as someone who doesn't really care for this particular...
Or has recovered.
Honestly, I've blocked most of Equestria Girl 1 and 2 out of my memory.
You're a much better person than I. I actually just forgot what any of it was about.
I only remember...
I actually used brain processing power to forget.
I only remember some parts because the only parts I remember were the parts where I said, what? It's the only parts I remember from Equestria Girl 1 and 2.
Wait.
I didn't do that with this movie. Mostly because I can kind of tell what's going to happen. But anywho, so first they meet up with this Aladdin motherfucker.
No, it's Puss in Boots combined with Han Solo combined with, I guess, like, Sinbad?
A little bit Sinbad, yeah, I can totally see Sinbad. And the minute he opens, like, okay, so, yeah, this Emily Blunt pony comes in and she freezes all the other princesses and they decide they have to go find, like,
The Queen of the Hippos
The Queen
is
of
the
the
first
Hippos,
clue,
and-
but it's actually the Queen of the Hippogriffs.
and then they start wandering the desert. I guess they end up in Agrabah because then they go there and immediately run to, like, the nearest, like, Han Solo motherfucker. And
Sinbad.
Sinbad.
What was it? Puss in Boots.
Yeah, well, like, the funny part is,
Without the boots, he's got no boots.
like, the funny part is we would make jokes and we would unintentionally predict what was going to happen next.
And then it would happen.
Yeah, like,
It's not a complex story.
the joke, not even, like, our joke about what's going to happen, just, like, a random reference, and that would be the next thing that would happen in the movie. Like, the one I made for him was, like, my ship can go 12 parsecs in 3 seconds.
And then he's like,
he
we
goes
need
to
an
an
airship. And then he literally says, and now we need an airship. I've got the fastest one in the docks. I'm like, what the fuck?
Son of a bitch!
Okay, and then now what? They're gonna go to the Dwarven mines? No, that didn't happen.
That'd be kind of great. There was one other one that we made a joke about, and it drive me crazy.
What? So it did. Okay, let's go through it.
Oh, yeah. I remember. It was very early in the movie, because it starts with Purple Princess Pony.
Sure. Tara Strong.
Tara Strong. I'm gonna go with Purple Princess Pony, because it has 3 Ps and it bounces pretty well.
I fucking hate you and your alliteration. Go on. Tara Strong.
Pretty Purple Princess.
PPP. Triple P.
Do not look up Triple P.
Anyway.
So
PowerPoint's up.
the pretty Purple Princess.
Sure.
Pony. That's 4 Ps. Haha.
You keep adding P's.
All as many as I want. All the P's. Kidding me? Except 2 Ps. That's 30. I know. I'm not proud of that joke, but it had to be done. Anyway, so she decides to go to the other princesses, which I guess make up some kind of council and they control the sun and moon and shit. She goes in there to, like, make some kind of proposal for.
Ashamed I can correct you. Go ahead.
I'm sure you can. So she goes in there, makes some proposal for, like, her party, make it extra pretty and shit. And
yeah. So yeah.
the joke I made going into the thing was. We grant you the rank of knight, but we deny your permission to become master. And then, like, by the end of it, he goes like, "You have your own magic, but not our magic," or something like that.
No, it's like you have all the magic that you need, and that was like the passive aggressive way of like that exact line, which was basically like,
"We deny your request to become master.
we grant you the knight, we grant you the rank of knight, but we don't grant you the rank of master." And it's just like, what is that? Was that episode 2?
No, that was the prequels.
Episode 2.
Episode 3.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Because he was an apprentice in 2.
Whatever.
I'm not proud that I know that.
I'm not proud that I know. But anyway.
Anywho.
So there was that reference. Then they go to Agrabah, which then somehow eventually turns into. Oh yes. So that's right. So after they escape the second episode pursuit, they end up on a actual airship, which is initially run by UPS people.
Before we get to that, though, I do want to talk about the insanely rip-off Aladdin song that's in this fucking movie.
Oh, I'm your friend? Yeah.
The I'm your friend song, which so clearly wants to be, you ain't never had a friend like me. That one kind of made me go, all right, fuck you, movie. A little bit.
Oh, okay. It didn't have the chords. That's why I couldn't make fun of it.
Yeah, but that one was more of a personal fuck you to me. Because Robert Williams was one of my idols growing up. I was like, fuck you, man.
And mine.
Anyway. I was like, to me, like, clearly didn't bother you as much.
I just saw Antonio Banderas' character trying to like sing his version of the movie,
It's like, you need a friend to protect you. It's like, motherfucker, you're just ripping off the goddamn song from Aladdin, which is 10 times better, you cheap hack.
I mean, Will Smith is gonna do it soon,
and I'm not happy about that either. Mostly because I think
this is bad.
Mostly because I think those Disney reboots are fucking crap. But I know I'm in the minority on that one. Not that I'm.
I mean, I saw Beauty and the Beast on Netflix. It wasn't great.
Well, there's that in the Jungle Book, which I hated. There's
I didn't watch Jungle
Cinderella
Book.
that I hated.
I also didn't watch that.
I liked Pete's Dragon actually. But that's the one that nobody saw. So
anyway, so. Yeah, so they go into Agrabah, and then eventually they take over a UPS. No, they get found by the UPS birds, and then they're like, "Yeah, well, we're on lunch break, so we don't want to like
murder you and shit."
Actually murder you. So and then it becomes Treasure Planet for a little bit.
Yeah, because they're on flying airships. Because they're on a power like the sails open up to catch the sun and fly off.
Now, say what you will about the movie, it's actually got some pretty cool designs.
To be fair, the animation's good in this movie.
Yeah, the animation's great.
Yeah,
it is just My Little Pony.
I mean, yeah, I was like, if y'all seen the show, you kind of know what to expect. But I did like the attention to detail with the facial expressions.
That's what was so good about Foster's Home is like every little facial expression, right?
Like you could tell there's a bigger budget for this.
No, I mean, even in the regular show, like even from Foster's and My Little Pony and all of that, and then this movie, and it's just like, yeah, that's like if you're a fan and you watch the show, it's like, oh yeah, this is the exact same kind of quality of facial expression that I expect, with facial tics and all of that, and then whatever, but. Moving on, yeah, they convince the UPS pirates to become pirates again.
By the power of song. There was a line on that in this movie where, like, I have a very stern opinion and nothing you say is going to change my mind. 3 minutes on later, I have completely changed my mind. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Because, every one of these episodes has to have a resolved ending.
Yeah. And then the pursuit happens.
Yeah.
And then, so then they end up going to Atlantis, which is also
I'm sorry, before you get to that, I gotta remember the part that made me laugh at you really hard. There's a part where they first find out where they're like, we gotta go to the king of the hippos, and then they're all
oh god, yeah, that's right.
Because that part made me laugh so hard, not at the joke, but
yeah,
how quick your reaction was. No, I'm gonna set it up and then you react, because he didn't even miss a beat. So there's a part where they go like, when you go to the king of the hippos, I hear they're quite friendly. It's like, heard they're always hungry, and then he goes like, hungry, hippos.
And then I just like, it's so natural that I hear something so bad that I have to face palm,
because I didn't feel like,
and it was loud too.
Yeah, like it wasn't that was later when you're like fuck.
I'm like, fucking Hasbro.
And I see that I start laughing my ass off. It's one of those moments you kind of had to be there, but still, I mean,
I mean, for the one person who wants to actually watch this movie, the line will happen, and then you'll just, if you're like me, you'll just do it. It just happens.
Yeah.
So there's more pursuit, and then they go to Atlantis, and then they do the actual under the sea chords.
Yes, it's the actual chords. But you would notice that more than I would. But now after you pointed out, I was like, motherfucker.
I can't unhear it, and it's just like Like, I don't even know the actual contents about the song, but it was just basically Under the Sea.
Oh, yeah. Like, honestly, like, every time they play a song, all I could think of was like, man, I'd much rather be listening to the better Disney version of the same song.
And, well, after I pointed out, and then, what did they do after Under the Sea? Then they did...
Well, then they get...
No, because that's when they did the Carbonite Chamber at one point, right?
Yeah, they do the Carbonite Chamber. So, it's also worth noting that this whole Atlantis area has a queen that's played by Crazy Eyes from Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah.
And also that one character from Steven Universe, which is a very bright, colorful show that I really love. But that entire time, whenever like they're talking about, like, she has this magical orb, I guess, which is supposed to help them save the day, but Crazy Eyes won't give it to them, and I could just...
Well, because Tara Strong's pony went and was like, hey, yeah, so while you're doing your Under the Sea bit, I'm just gonna try and steal their orb, because that's a cool thing to do.
Well, like, what I was thinking in my head...
Save my land.
Yeah, like, I'm thinking, what kind of dawned on me now is, like, wouldn't it be great if she wouldn't, like, fold bismuth on it a little bit? Like,
a little bit, yeah.
Like, what kind of leader doesn't give her people the best chance to win?
Oh, that would be so hypocritical.
Right?
Considering what she just said.
Yeah. Be kind of great, though.
So that happened.
See, that's my nerd show, guys. Like, for those who you just don't like shows like, no, I actually like a lot of shows that are bright and colorful. I love Adventure Time. I own an autographed book by some of the people from it.
I haven't watched Adventure Time in a long time.
I still love that show. And of course, like Steven Universe and Gravity Falls and
yeah,
a lot of cartoons I love. Just not My Little Pony. It just doesn't do it for me. Sorry.
But I mean, so
they go to Atlantis.
What was after Atlantis?
Well, then they okay, this is where the movie lost me in a way that, like, all right, I kind of was waiting for this to be over. Is they do that thing, and it's very common, like kids movies and stuff, or kids shows and stuff like that, where everyone has a disagreement, they have a big fight, they sulk off, they say we're not friends anymore, and that you know exactly what's gonna fucking happen. It's
right. So that leads to the actual Carbonite Chamber scene.
Yeah, because this is their attempt to infuse conflict and drama.
Right, because it transitions into Hellfire.
Yeah,
from Hunchback.
Before you get to that, though, I don't want to talk about this a little bit, because this bugged me, because at that point it's like, all right, it's bright, colorful, it's clearly made to sell toys, but at the same time I was like, yeah, there's not a whole lot of character here, but I guess if you watch the show, it's not much of a problem. And then that scene happened where they have the big fight, like, okay, this is their attempt to make up for it. But then they do it the most cliche way possible.
But I think the best part about this is like, oh my god, Mike is all like, oh my god, this fucking cliche, and I'm like, I like without a beat, it's just a Freudian slip. It slipped out of my mouth. It's like, she does this once a season.
Yeah. Well, she's like, you know what? I would not be fucking surprised. It's kind of like how in the Affair storyline in the movie, though, it's going to go one of two ways. Either they're going to sulk off, they're going to have a song montage, and they're going to realize they're wrong, and that friendship is super important, then they get back together, or she's going to get kidnapped, and they all have to team up to save her, and they have a whole bullshit speech about friendship, and then guess which one happens? The second one.
Oh, what a fucking surprise.
Yeah, so she gets immediately captured by Emily Blunt, who has her own villain song.
Which was great, because...
because it's fucking Hellfire.
Because it's basically Hellfire from Hunchback.
Yeah, which is, by the way, my all-time favorite Disney song.
I would be impressed if you sang it right now.
I actually could.
Oh, don't. We have to go home. It's 10 o'clock.
Well, you said I could. You asked me if I could, and I can't.
But it's like 10 o'clock.
I know. I'm just saying I could.
Okay, I believe you. You can sing on the way home. Anyway. So they get... So she has her little villain song, which is Hellfire, and then I actually lost my shit. Yeah. Like, I was slapping my knee.
Now, granted, it's not, usually, again, I'm a little biased on this one. My favorite song is usually the villain song. So, like...
I mean, it's
even
Emily
like,
Blunt.
Like, and it's Emily Blunt, too. It's, like, the most talented actress in the movie, singing, like, the villain song. Like, all right, it's not great, but I still enjoy it more than the other songs.
Yeah, so,
Here's my tragic backstory told through song.
yeah, and then, so anyway, yeah, we get the backstory is that, her friends were like, oh, get the ball in the dangerous, like, fucking cave, instead of just being, like... reasonable and asking an adult to do it, but and then that broke her horn. So and then now she, instead of shooting like little cute fireworks, she shoots fucking thunderbolts of death.
I guess so. Boo.
Boo. Boo. I mean, like in a
like you have hooves.
No, but it's more like that's more awesome.
Yeah. Unlimited power.
Oh my god, she had force lightning.
Yes! You just got that. That's usually how the movie would go, is we would make a realization, go, oh my god. They would make a joke about it and we'd laugh.
Anyway, so...
Then we completely track what's going on in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, what a fucking surprise. Darth Vader, or Emily Blunt Vader pony takes, Tara Strong pony back to Equestria so that she can give
So Sabretooth can suck up all
Sabretooth Palpatine the magic to have unlimited power.
Unlimited.
And be able to rule the galaxy under my fist.
It's like, no, you will die.
Yeah, so
Which is essentially what happens.
So Sabretooth Palpatine gets the magic from all 4 princess ponies, and then oh, what a surprise, he lied about fixing Emily Blunt's horn.
What the twist?
What a fucking... That's like... M. Night Shyamalan's like in the corner and she's like, oh, that's a fucking twist. You know?
No, it's not. It's really not.
I mean, it's like twist level 1.
I mean, I think total there was like 3 jokes in this movie that got a chuckle out of me.
The psychiatrist moment.
Well, yeah, that one was kind of baited for me, but like the first one, like kind of like, all right, that was kind of funny. Was there's a part where there's just a balloon animal pony like sitting there and they get stomped on, and some guy in the back goes, "Brian, no!"
Actually, that was kind of funny.
That was kind of like, all right, that was cute. Mostly because like, I really want to know Brian's backstory.
Or that guy's mental deal.
I know, right?
I mean, whatever. So the fucking anyway. So what a fucking surprise! Friendship saves the day, and then
and then Emily Blunt only just has a change of conscience.
And then they actually kill someone in My Little Pony, which I think was pretty crazy.
Which they don't bring up again. He's just gone.
No, Magic made his petrified statue bits just away.
Like, shh, it's
dust in the wind.
It's not murder if we don't acknowledge it.
All we are is dust in the wind.
What you said.
Yeah, so, and then, oh, what a surprise. They have a magical pony party at the end.
They have their Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
So, like, one that saves everyone.
No, they just return to magic.
Well, whatever the case may be. And
which unpetrifies the ponies.
And then they have their little dance party.
You checked out hard.
I did. Well, it's this point, like, all right, it's almost over.
I like at least had 15% battery, so I couldn't do that.
I could. So I did.
So yeah, that was that. That was basically like 4 or 5 episodes of My Little Pony crammed into one with an exploration into Agrabah, Atlantis, and
Treasure Island.
You've
got the making of greatness in ya. That might as well have been a line in this movie. This is one of those cases. Like, I don't really know what you guys want from me. Like, I'm not the target audience for this. I mean, I'm never gonna be.
I was the target audience at one point.
Like, if you like it, good for you. You know, I'm not gonna try to take that away from you. Just don't make it weird.
Especially with what's her faces. Who was the bird captain again?
Zoe Zeldana.
What did she do?
She's Gamora.
Yeah. See, that's gonna be some erotic fan.
Oh,
art.
for sure.
At least like
It's gonna be
like
it's gonna be on DeviantArt for sure.
at least like 4 of those characters, including Emily Blunt's pony, is dead. There's gonna be some porn right there.
Oh, and what's that?
Yes, I am shit talking that side.
No,
of the fandom.
it's Rule 34.
Yeah.
You know, if it exists, there's porn for it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like that's I give it a week. I give it 2 days.
I'm sure it's already out now.
I gave it 2 days from the release, so it's probably out. Anyway, I've probably missed the Immortals game. What I care. Immortals is the American team that I'm rooting for.
Well, you can always. I'm sure you can find it online.
Oh no, they're gonna keep playing until 3 a.m.
Oh, you're gonna be fine. What are you worried about then?
Because I want to see if they win.
Well,
They're not gonna win against the Korean team.
Anyway, so it's one of those things. Like, if you like it, fine, like it. I don't care. I really don't. Like, you like what you like. I don't give a shit.
TLDR, that was like the best mashup of Disney movies and My Little Pony. Oh, it was like Kingdom Hearts, except it was My Little Pony.
And I like Kingdom Hearts. Except I like Kingdom Hearts. That's what. Although that's just as convoluted and stupid.
Donald, heal me.
Fuck you.
That's
Fuck you, sir. I can't do Donald.
God. Goofy is literally the best. MP gift. That's all I'm good for.
Well, gosh, I don't really know. Well, I don't know.
No, that's literally all that Goofy was good for. At least in the first game.
This is true. He didn't really do shit.
He had no use for MP, and he's like, here, just take it. Sorry. And then you're like, oh, thank God, I can heal myself.
Oh, God. Those games are silly.
Yeah, 3's coming out.
I know, finally.
Yeah.
After like a decade.
I might live stream it if it comes out.
At this point, it's a matter of if. Because it's still like, oh, it's like the dragons, you know. It's coming. It's gonna be great. Here's a Toy Story world to stay over for a little while. It's coming. We say to God, it's coming.
Anyway, yeah,
it's like
that's the movie.
It didn't change. Like if you're already a fan of My Little Pony, you'll probably like it fine.
If you're a fan of My Little Pony and you know any movie references that we mentioned at all, it's actually pretty great.
This is for the fans. Those people who like the show. This is not like Batman v Superman. It's like, it's for the fans. It's for the fans. Why don't you show me the stuff the fans want to see? This is the guy's like, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. If you'll know if you're gonna like this movie. If you go to this movie, I think you're gonna love it. Think you're gonna hate it. You're right. It's kind of one of those.
I mean, if you're a fan, like, you'll probably like the show.
Yeah.
It's like,
this is basically just the show.
It's basically the show, and then I got to laugh at it really hard.
I mean, we made our own enjoyment out of it, and like, it's not gonna be my top 10 worst list in any way, shape, or form. It's just like, it exists for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to probably forget a lot about this. I like some of the animation. I like some of the facial expressions.
By the way, I'm really putting my foot down. I'm not watching The Star.
Okay.
I'm not watching The Star.
I'll call Matt.
Okay. I'm not watching The Star! Okay.
On that note, that was a nice way to transition, by the way. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
A lot of trailers we got before, so we could probably skip a good chunk of them. So we got
including The Star.
Well, it was a new trailer for The Star.
I'm still not. No, I'm
not saying you're gonna have to watch it.
I'm just saying I don't want to.
Come on, man! It's an animated Bible movie where Tyler Perry and that guy from fucking oh goddamn, what's his name? The guy with the pouty lips. I don't remember his name.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, what was it? Duck Duck Goose.
Duck Duck Goose.
Shit. Daddy's Home.
Coco.
Daddy's Home 2.
That's a new trailer for Daddy's Home 2, though.
It was just okay, great.
You're still mad about The Star, aren't you?
I'm still mad about The Star.
It's radiating off you.
Yeah. Like a star.
Like the heat from a warm star.
Okay. Anyway.
The North Star.
Oh, there was that really weird Mexican movie.
Oh, yeah.
Condorito. It was like condor part Dorito? Is that racist to me to say?
Yes.
It probably is. But no, it's just... Okay, first of all, if it does anything correct, it doesn't do the thing that Leap does, where it tries to, like, dub over the Spanish into English, and it's just like, we're just gonna present the movie in
Tracy
Spanish.
Morgan.
Really?
That's Tracy Morgan with Tyler Perry.
Oh, dear God.
They're a duo.
Dear God. Anyway, no.
Oh, but Michael
No!
but Michael Peele's in it.
No.
What about Zachary Levi? Chuck is in it, man.
I'll just slap you. and then what? Oh, music by Mariah Carey? Yeah, we did a fucking Christmas song and it was great. We don't need another one.
But Tyler Perry. Oh, wait. If that ends, I know what will. Oprah Winfrey.
No.
Okay, fine. Gabriel Iglesias.
I have no idea who that is.
I'm not fat. I'm fluffy.
I have no idea.
You've never seen a Gabriel Iglesias? Oh, whatever. Moving on. I'm done fucking with you. Anyways, so we got Daddy's Home 2, and we got the newer trailer for Fernand, which had a celebrity intro by John Cena, which is like, okay.
It's basically for like anyone who's ever seen WWE.
Like, you're really banking on John Cena selling this movie, aren't you?
Because because all the focus groups are like, well, I don't want to watch this movie, it looks dumb. And then they're like, oh, but John Cena's the bull. And they're like, oh yeah, okay, got a boner for that.
Apparently. I mean, I'm just shocked they didn't use this theme music. Not once they hear ba ba da ba.
That actually would have made the trailer better.
It actually would have. I still say, like, that trailer is great. It has John Cena. You don't see him once. The joke writes itself. Then we got Paddington 2. I'm kind of curious about that. Most because I actually like the first one.
Oh, I just remembered something from My Little Pony.
What?
Because you said Paddington 2, which comes out in January. Anyway, there's one point in the movie where Spike the Purple Dragon comes up to the other friends and literally says, "She was taken!" And then immediately in the theater, I just screamed, "Neeson season!" Okay, moving.
It's Neeson season!
Neeson season! Neeson season! that was the part I was slapping my knee at.
That was it, that's right.
That was the part that could have got me thrown out of the
When
theater.
your daughter has been taken and you've got to track her down, it's Neeson season.
Neeson season!
Your wife becomes a lesbian because you're never there.
Teaching Batman.
You're giving Batman tips on how to take down Gotham's time. You're seeking the Black Fortress, but you're running out of time. It's Neeson season. I've watched that video a lot.
I can tell. Anyway, sorry. Moving back.
Yeah, the last trailer we got was the Condorito, the movie, which
Yeah.
I guess this is a cartoon of some sort.
It must be, because it's like, yeah, that was the bit I was like.
It's about, like, a guy who's a condor who plays soccer, but everyone else is human, and nobody addresses the fact that he's a condor.
And he's married?
He's going to be engaged.
No, his mother-in-law got abducted by, not abandoned.
No, abandoned by the aliens. We don't want her. Anal probe didn't fit.
Movie's over. Too heavy for the ship.
But yeah, then there's like it's kind of like the BoJack Horseman effect. There's just random animals or things are like anamorphized, and it's kind of freaky.
I don't know. I would have to watch Condorito, the television show, which is probably...
There was an egg with ears and eyes, and it's kind of freaky.
Anyway, so that's it on trailers.
But it's also entirely in Spanish, so that's probably not one we'll see.
That was literally the best part when we made that reference. Atlantis to Taken.
Neeson season. Take the fucking elephant.
No, the only way that could have been better is if, like, I guess, like, Applejack or Rainbow Dash just, like, suddenly grew, like, a Liam Neeson beard. And it's like, she was taken.
You know what's kind of funny to me is just hearing the word Applejack is, as a kid,
The Applejack cereal?
Yeah, Applejack cereal. It's like parents are like, why doesn't it taste like apples? And they go, oh, shut up, it's just cool. Now I'm an adult, and I'm thinking, why doesn't it taste like apples? Then why do they call it Applejack? It doesn't make any sense.
I actually have never had Applejack.
Neither.
I have no
I
idea.
think I tried it once, but but nowadays, like, I really do call that whole advertising campaign into question.
Basically, like, when they were making the actual first batch of cereal on release date, they were like, "Oh fuck, we mixed it with Cheerios or something. It doesn't even taste like apples. Quick, market it somehow." It's the 90s. Everyone's still coming off of cocaine from the 80s.
Maybe that's what it is. It's cocaine.
It's just
Code word for Applejack's is code word for cocaine.
That's what the marketing
It
is.
did come out during the 70s.
Wow.
Hey man, you got some of that Applejacks, man? Okay, yeah, cool.
No, it's like what's Applejacks, boys? Officer, Applejacks is this cereal
that I
It doesn't-
just
it-
made.
That's a box of Cheerios that you crudely scribbled over. I'm making a company.
Okay, so
Hence Applejacks.
on that note, yeah, I think tomorrow I'm seeing Blade Runner 2.
And you didn't invite me for that.
You can come, but I'm reviewing that Muha on Friday, so I'm just seeing it tomorrow just to see it.
You could slap him, by the way, for not coming.
I don't fucking blame him. To be fair, I did take him to Exodus.
You didn't take him to Emoji Movie?
I took him to one that was just as bad. 50 Shades Blacker.
I thought it was called 50 Shades Darker.
No, this was the
There's a third movie?
this was the Wayne Brothers spoof movie.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Not even the Wayne Brothers, just like the bad Wayne brother made a parody movie in the style of, I don't know, Meet the Spartans.
Oh, it's one of those
Yeah, one of those
psychological
torture devices. Yeah,
thrillers.
yeah, one of those. So it was pretty awful. Yeah, so I don't blame him for telling me to fuck off. This is totally not his movie. Anyway,
I mean,
he would have murdered me.
I at least like enjoyed making fun of it with you and
Yeah.
possibly ruining a little girl's day.
I'm sure she'll recover fine. She seemed to enjoy it fine.
That's true. We were kind of quiet about it.
Yeah, I know.
Except for the taken part, I was pretty loud about that.
I know when I texted Grant earlier today, because he's in my last resort, when I just said, like, all right, Howard agreed to do it, he just goes, oh, thank God. So, yeah, so I'm going to check out Blade Runner this week, and then next week, I'm going on vacation next week, but I know The Foreigner and another movie comes out, so I want to see if I can cram those in before I leave.
I would love to watch Foreigner.
That'd be fun.
I mean, I want to watch.
You're paying for your own Uber, though,
yeah, fine.
because that shit was more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So,
I mean, it's Surge.
that's why. That explains it. All right, well, that's all we got, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Sorry I'm not a brony now, but is what it is. So see you guys later.
I'm still not a brony.
We'll wait till the camera's off, baby. I don't know. Put on DeviantArt. Put the